Welcome to all Future of India. How are you to all? I hope you all are so good. Now we are going to discuss about superposition principle. So you can see on the screen. First, I will teach about what is superposition principle and why we needed this superposition principle. Last video I completed that Coulomb's law. So Coulomb's law means we discussed forces between 2 point charges. So there is a, we can say that force between 2 point charges because they are having two charges, one force. So we can say that force between 2 point charges. We cannot say that forces between 2 point charges. Okay, so we can say force between 2 point charges. They are having only two charge. But now if suppose that you having numbers of charges, if suppose that I am giving one simple example, let us see. They're having one plane like this and they're having numbers of charges q1, q2, q3, q4, q5, and you are keeping one charge here q0, and you are going to find force on q0 due to q1, force on q0 due to q2, force on q0 due to q3, dash, force on q0 due to numbers of charge. It means last charge. It means you are telling q1. So you can see on the screen they're having numbers of charge points and they're spreading on that like that plane. So you can see, suppose that if you having like this one having q1 charge, this one having q2 charge, here I'm marking here, this one q1 charge, this one having q2 charge, this one having q3 charge, and let us see if suppose that you are taking, they're having, let us see here having that q1 charge like this, it means numbers of charges having. We need to find resultant force on q0 due to q1, due to q2, due to q3, and due to q1. So how we can find? So to finding the total force at one single point due to numbers of charged particles, so that is known as superposition principle. See, once another things I want to share with you, this one having x-axis and here having z-axis, here written z-axis. Okay, so if you are not able to understand, so you can mention here y-axis, no issues, you can mention here y, no problems. Okay, here is a mention like this, suppose that y-axis, so you can mention here, here you can mention z-axis. Okay, so this one x-axis having, and this one you can write here y-axis, and this one having z-axis. Okay, no issues, according to you can write, but listen, if you are writing any like this axis, so you will write anti-clockwise. Remember this point. So now if suppose that you are going to find force on q0 due to q1, so I am writing here. Okay, therefore force on q0 due to q1. So force on q0 due to q1, so what you can write here, you can write here f naught 1, okay, vector f naught 1. So 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into what is the q1 having here q0. You are considering q1, they are having a q1 q2 in Coulomb's force formula, q1 q2 upon r square, but here you are taking q1 as a q0 and here q1 you are considering as a q2, but according to this diagram they are having q0 and q1. So one charge you will consider first charge and second charge you will consider as a second charge. It means one is a q1, one is a q2. So you can write here like this one as a q1, it means q0 into q2. Q2 means q1 divided by distance. So how you can take the position distance? Listen, distance. This one having position vector r1 and you are taking here 1 to 0. 1 to 0 means you can direct here 1 to 0. 1 to 0 means 1 to 0 cap. So here if you are writing that distance, this distance, so how you can write? You can write this distance like this 1 0. So now see here, so you can write here r1 naught square into r1 naught cap. This is the first force. It means force on this q naught due to q1, you got one formula, it means one force formula you got here, vector f naught 1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q naught q1. Q naught you can consider as a q1 and q1 here you can write as a q2. So here having two charges. So q naught q1 divided by r1 naught square into r1 naught cap. Understood now? Now similarly, okay, force on, okay, q naught due to q2. Similarly, force on q naught due to q2. So which distance you will take? You will take this one, r21. You can write position like this unit vector, you can write here r21 cap, but if distance you are writing, so r21 you will take, because this force is applying this direction, so you will write like this. Okay, so now here also you can mention, see, so force on q naught due to q2, so you can write f naught 2 vector f naught 2 you can write is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q naught q2 divided by r2 naught square into r2 naught cap. Equation second. Similarly, next point you can mention here. Next point. Similarly, you can also write here. Very good. Similarly, force on q naught due to q3. Very simple. So you can write here f naught 3, it means vector f naught 3. So you can write 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q1, it means q naught, q2, it means q3 divided by distance. Very simple. If force you are writing like this now, you can write opposite like this. You can write here r3 naught square into r3 naught cap. So this one having third. If suppose that you are taking numbers of charge points you are taking, so you can write here like this, this is dash 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 like this. So you are taking here, if you are writing force on q naught due to qn. Where is the q1? Q1 means last charge point you can consider as a n charge points. Okay, so here you can write here f naught n, it means vector f naught n is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q1, it means q naught, q2 it means qn, divided by, you can write here r n naught square into r n naught cap. This is a, we can take that last equations, it means we can n equation, numbers of n equations we got. So according to superposition principle, according to superposition principle, either you can say that principle of superposition of forces between multiple charges, you can also write, no issues. Okay, so now, so net force means you can write here what you can write. Suppose that you are considering, suppose that you are considering this is a f1 force, okay, and suppose that you are writing here this one having f2 force, okay, and you are considering this one f3 force. Maybe for better explanations I am writing like this, okay, and here you are writing suppose that fn force, okay, numbers of forces having. So now net force you can write here vector f1 plus vector f2 plus vector f3 plus dash 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 plus vector fn. Okay, this is according to superposition principle. It means if suppose you are finding net force on a single charge particle due to numbers of charge particle, so you can write like this. Okay now, so now you can place the value. So here according to that things you can place here value f net, it means f1. So what you wrote f1, it means you wrote here f naught 1 like this, and here f naught 2, and here f naught 3 plus dash 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 plus f naught n like this. So now you can place the value, very simple, you can place the value. So here you wrote 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q naught q1 upon r1 naught square into r1 naught cap for this one. Very good. Plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q naught q2 divided by, here you can write here r, here what you can write here 2 naught square into r2 naught cap. Similarly for this one, so plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q naught q3 divided by r3 naught square into r3 naught cap. Okay, so now plus dash 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 plus for the nth charge particle. So you can write here 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q naught qn divided by r n naught square into r, what you can write here same n naught cap. Is it okay? So this is a total force. So now what you can take common here. Okay, so see, everywhere one thing is a common having q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So you're writing common here q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So you can write here in bracket, you can write q1 upon r1 naught square into r1 naught cap. Yes or no? Now for second you can write q2 divided by r2 naught square into r2 naught cap. Is it okay? Very good. And plus similarly you can write here q3 divided by r3 naught square into r3 naught cap. And plus dash 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 plus you can write here, okay, qn divided by r n naught square into r n naught cap. Okay, so you know one thing here. Okay, sorry, here I wrote that q only, q naught. What you will write here? Q naught. Is it okay or not? Now see, so you can write in a summation form also. So you can write here q naught divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. So you can write here summation over I is equal to 1 to n q I r I naught cap divided by r I naught square. So this is a net force. So this formula basically known as superposition formula. Okay, so see, very simple. Suppose that you are placing here 1 q1. Okay, so q1 means r1 naught square, r1 naught cap. If you are placing 2, so q2 will come. So q2 r2 naught cap, here r2 naught square. So this is a superposition formula. Either we can say that superposition principle formula. Forces between multiple charges. So that is known as superposition principle. So this is a derivation. So you can write in a board exam and you can get good marks. Okay.